To change any model in Jak1 and Jak2, you will need OpenGoal installed and set up with Jak1 and Jak2, depending on which game you want to have the model replaced in. And you also need Blender. I have Blender 4.4.3. If you want to have the exact same thing as me to be 100% sure that works, you can use this version. We will need also some scripts, OpenGoal.py and Jak1 prep, it will be in the description. We will need also a model. In this case, I chose for this particular example Shaggy from the models resource website. And that should be about it. So what we are gonna do first is inside OpenGoal, we need to go to settings, press decompiler, and then select rip levels. It should be on. And why? We want the models, the .glb models, like all of them, to choose which one to replace. So we're just gonna go to Jak and exit the precursor legacy, or Jak2, it depends. For this example, I will first do Jak1 and then Jak2. We're gonna go to advanced and then start decompile. We're gonna extract game assets. When it's done, we can go to advanced and then open extracted assets folder. In this folder, we can see all the things we extracted. Like I have also the assets collision, whatever from the previous things that I extracted. But all we need to think about are the levels. And then if we go inside the levels folder, we can see all the levels inside of Jak1. The beach level, the citadel level, the cave, the demo, the final boss, the fire canyon. But all we care about, just to replace, for example, only Jak, is inside common, because inside common are the, how the name suggests, all the common stuff. So the stuff that's like in every other level. And the stuff that's in every other level is Jak, under I character LOD0. So we can open Blender. And over here we need to set it up first. So we need to go under Edit, we go to Preferences, then we go to Add-ons, and then we go to Add-on Settings and Install from Disk. Here we can just choose the script, the OpenGoal.py script. I will not install it right now, I have it already installed. And then we will see over here the OpenGoal mesh add-on that's, installed. Make sure it's enabled. Then we are ready with the setting up part. And now we can import the model. So this is a .glb model that we want to import. So make sure under File, we're gonna go to Import. We are gonna select GLTF 2.0, and in this folder where the models are, we can select the I character LOD0. We're gonna import it. You can leave it as default, whatever. Right now we have Jak in Blender. If it looks like this, and you want to see the colors or whatever, you can just go on the top right and select the viewport shading. So now we can see Jak in all of his glory. So now we're gonna focus on the Blender part, because now we need to prep Jak, prep his bones, because as of right now, if we go to amateur and then here, we can see like his pre-joint, main, upper body, hips and belt. It's neatly done. We can see like from his like center, we can go to upper body or hips, and then hips go to thighs and pants and whatever, and upper body goes to chest, and then chest goes to neck. It's amazingly like ordered for us to, I don't know, animate, for example. But we don't want it to be nice and ordered, because this is not how the game sees the bones. The game is special. It needs to be in a specific order. So we're gonna use the special script that we set up. If you go to script, you can see this. If you select Jak1 prep, which is also in the description. To open this script, you can go to open over here and select the Jak1 prep that's in the description. Then you open it and then you see this. How we're gonna use this? We are gonna select the bones, hold shift, select Jak. Then we're gonna go to scripts and run the entire code. And now remember how the bone structure looked like at the beginning? Now it looks like this, like a line. It needs to be in a specific order, and that script does that, exactly that. So now our bones are prepped. We still have the align bone, which we do not need, so we're just gonna press on the bones, press tab, or over here to go to edit mode. We're just gonna press on align over here on this bone that we do not need. We're gonna hover with our mouse on the screen, press X to delete, and what we want to delete is the bone. So now we have pre-join. We can press tab again or go over here to object mode again to go back where we were. And now the bones are set up. So now we need to import the model that we want to replace Jak with. So we're just gonna go to file and then import. And then any of these that have downloaded. For example, the model that I have with Shaggy is .obj, so I'm gonna just import it with .obj. Here's the node. The model was written by Sonic Konga. Here are the special things. So we're just gonna import the obj. So we're just gonna go to file, import .obj, and select the model you downloaded or have made with also the default stuff. So the first thing we need to do to make the model like work inside of the game, we need to scale it up. So pressing on the model and then pressing S. S is for scale. We can adjust the height of Shaggy, for example. On top right over here we have a compass, and I'm just gonna press the -Y to see from the front. G is for movement, so I'm just gonna shift Shaggy to be like aligned with Jak, so I'm gonna press G and then X to move him on the X axis. We can align him with Jak, that's amazing. We should maybe get the hand size bigger, but in this time I won't be doing fingers. So if Shaggy is as big as Jak, or like roughly the same size, we can start applying the stuff that Jak has on Shaggy. First thing we need to do is select Jak, go tab for edit mode, select everything that Jak has with A. After we press A, we can press X, and we can delete all the faces. So now we don't have Jak anymore. But we still have on the right, we can see we got the, let's just say, an object Jak still there in Blender. Now we're gonna go to our model, and we are gonna go to data. Make sure your model has no vertex groups. It's just a model, just a mesh without anything. No vertex groups, no modifiers. It's just a mesh. It's just a blank model with nothing. I'm gonna check on UV maps. UV maps has this name, and our Jak model had the same UV map name. It's also important. They need to have the same name. So far, so good. We can press on Shaggy, Control, left click on Jak to select him. Hover with your mouse on top of the main window, Control J. What we just did is we combined Shaggy, mesh, object with the character object, and now we have only this one. And why we did that is because we needed all these vertex groups. That's why we deleted them from the previous model to only have these ones as Jak had. We are extremely close to being done. The only things we need to do is apply the weights of individual bones to our character. I prepped some visual stuff over here to make it make more sense. So for example, we have Jak over here, and his bones are like aligned like this. So we can see he has a bone for his ear, a bone for the base of his ear, so he can be like more flexible with it. Got the bone for his hair, bone for his eyebrows, bone for his eyes, for his t-shirt, for his like these bandages on his hands, these somewhat straps on his boots and stuff. We don't really need like a lot of those. All of these bones are like overkill for Shaggy. As we can see, Shaggy has no special things. I mean, you could argue you can do the hair to like make it move in the wind, but for the sake of like this one, I'm gonna just tell you all the bones that you actually need to make it work. So what we're gonna need is we need the like over here we need the pelvis, I think it's called. Then we need the legs. We need the second part of the legs, then the feet and the toes on both sides. We will need upper body, chest, neck A, neck B for his head. We will need shoulder, arm, forearm, and on the other side also. Shoulder, arm, forearm. And we will need the base of his hand, and then the individual fingers. We actually don't need a lot of these bones. We just need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 31, and 41. We need 41 bones. Or if you don't want to do any fingers, if you have like a extremely low poly model without fingers, so you can ignore it and just focus on the base head. 21 something bones. And we can see them over here. They're here inside the vertex groups. We have the right index finger A, right index finger B, right thumb A, right thumb B. They have like names that are quite obvious, like mouth, brow, shirt, thighs, hips. What we are just gonna do now is we are gonna apply them that we needed. Of what we need to apply only these 20 something bones to Shaggy. We can press on Shaggy, go to tab, like we can press tab to go to edit mode, or go to the top left and press edit mode, so we can start editing him. On the top right over here we need to toggle X-ray, which I will do because I want to select like the individual parts. Like I want to select like the entire model in this area, for example, for their hips. I'm just gonna press top left also to select faces to make it easier for me. And we can start applying bones. And what I'm doing to make it like easy to not get lost, like what bones we already have assigned to which faces and stuff, I'm gonna do this thread. I'm going to start with hips. So where is Shaggy's hips? Should be around here. We can see like over here are his pants starting. So his hips should be around here. The more precise you are with what bones move what, the better it will look in game. For the sake of this guide, I will just make a 15-minute adventure with just roughly selecting the areas that I need a bone to move, like what parts of the mesh and stuff. I'm just gonna select roughly where the bone is. So we have the hips, it's around here, it moves his hips. We're gonna press over here when we have the hip selected. I'm gonna press assign. And then while hovering here, I'm gonna press H to hide it. What I'm just doing is I'm not deleting anything, I'm just hiding it. Because I don't want to select it again on accident. I want to have a bone have 100% weight, which you can see over here, assigned to a face, and I don't want to one face being moved by two different bones, which will make it look weird. So I have hip selected. What we need to do right now is select we can go for the legs. So we got the L thighs, and remember L and R are dependent on his, like this is his left and his right. So L thigh is this thigh on the right, because it's always from his perspective, from the model's perspective. So keep that in mind. So I'm just gonna select his right thigh. And then I'm in the L thigh, I'm gonna sign it and hide it. I'm gonna do the same with left knee, which comes from this knee and goes downwards. So I'm gonna select this knee and assign it and hide it. We have ankles now, so I'm just gonna select Shaggy's ankle, assign it and hide it. And we also have the toes. Where is it? Where are the toes? L toes. I'm just gonna select these, assign L toes, and then hide it. We're just gonna do the same on the other side. So now I'm gonna go to R thighs. I'm gonna select the right thigh, assign it, hide it, right knee, assign it, hide it, then right ankle, assign it, except this one I don't want that, assign it, hide it, and then the R toes, assign it, hide it. So now we are done with the bottom part. You're gonna do it the same on your model, only these bones that we actually need. If for some reason your model also have like parts that could be moved by this bone for some reason, for example if accidentally you're importing Sonic Boom characters in Jak1 and they also have like straps on their like legs, you can use these bones, but for like 99% of the entire like time you just want to use the bones that are like on every single model, like arms and stuff. You don't need straps. So we're just gonna go to here, upper body, and the upper body is from like around this area. Then we're gonna assign it, hide it. Now we're gonna do chest, and you guessed it, we are selecting the chest, assign it, hide it, select this also to chest, have it a little bit like even on these sides. Now we have neck A and neck B. Neck A is the actual neck. So we're just gonna select the neck. Neck A, assign it, hide it. Neck B is the head itself. So we're gonna select the entire head. Neck B, assign it, hide it. And now we're almost done. We have the Shoulders now. Right shoulder is his right, so it's this one. We're gonna select the shoulder. Select this part. Assign it, hide it. We have the right arm, which goes up to his elbow. Assign it, hide it. His forearm, which goes to his hand. Assign it, hide it. And we now got the SKR hand, which is the right hand base. So in this case, we would have just selected this part and then assigned it, hide it, and then we would have had like separate fingers. And if you want to do the fingers, which this model is like, hand is too small to like use the individual fingers, so we just need to scale up his hand. If you want to make individual like fingers, you would just go, for example, thumb A, which is the base part of the thumb. You're gonna select it, hide it, and then B would be this part. But for Shaggy, because he had just got this small of hands, we don't really need that. We don't need to have individual fingers. So we're just gonna go back to our our hand, and we're just gonna select the entire hand and assign it, hide it. So we're just gonna do the same for the left part. We're gonna go left shoulder now. Left shoulder, we're gonna select it, assign it, hide it. Arm, select it, assign it, hide it. Forearm, select it, assign it, hide it. And left hand, select the entire hand. I don't need the individual fingers, assign it, hide it. And now we have the entire model. Like, we don't have any faces that are not assigned to vertex groups. We can just, whilst hovering over the main window, press Alt H to reveal hidden. We can go on the top left, we can go to weight paint over here to see how it looking. And what we have here, now we can just press this stuff and go through the list. We can see upper body, chest, neck A, neck B, shoulder, arm, forearm, hand. It's all on the right parts of the body. We did not screw anything up. Left side is on the left, right side is on the right. So now we can export our model. We're gonna go to the object. We're gonna go to custom properties. We're gonna press use custom bone weights. If you don't see the custom properties, you don't have the add-on installed for OpenGoal. Then we can just select our character, hold shift, click our amateur, to have it all selected, nicely like this. We can press export, and we can export GLB GLTF. Now, where do we store this model? In OpenGoal, we can go to Open Game Data folder, like on Advanced, Open Game Data folder. We can go to Custom Assets. We can go to Jak1, because we open Jak1 data. We can create merc replacements if we don't have it already. And over here we can save it. So the name of this GLB is the same as over here. So it's EICHAR minus LOD0. We're gonna go to include, limit to selected, because we only want these parts to be exported. And under data, we want also to have our custom bone weights. And now we can export it. So now we have it over here where it should be. And now we can go to advanced and decompile it again. And what it does, it's whilst decompiling, it also applies our model from the Work replacements folder. And if we did everything correctly, if we play in debug mode, what do we see here? We see Shaggy, and all his bones are working. His head is turning the right way, he's jumping, he's moving, he can kick, he can punch. His head is on the right place. And yeah, he's just working. Now I think the model that we just imported is a little bit small. So what we're gonna do now is adjust the height. So to change his size, we can go to Blender again, select Shaggy, go to edit mode, press A, and we can scale him up a little bit. We can go to -Y, for example, on the right to lock like a certain viewpoint. Go select everything, scale it a little bit up, move Shaggy so that his feet are on the line, move him to the right position so he's like in the middle. Go back to object mode and do the same thing. We select character, holding shift, the amateur, make sure the object over here, we have use custom bone weights enabled. We go to file, export, GLB, export it inside the mark replacement. Make sure it has custom properties. You have these things selected. Also you will export the things that you selected. Export it. Go over here, Jak1, decompile. Check if it works. Now Shaggy is a little bit bigger. And Daxter's hand is on his head now. And yeah, it feels amazing. We replaced Jak with Shaggy. Ain't that amazing? Now, for example, if you don't want the blocky look to Shaggy, every single change that we apply in Blender will be transferred over here. So we can go to Blender again. We can select Shaggy. We can go to edit mode with tab or via top left. We can select everything with A. And we can now go to faces, and we can shade smooth them. And now you can see before and after. This is with shade smooth. This is without. Look at his face. Blocky. Not blocky anymore. We can also check if your model looks like that, the model that you imported looks weird. It has it's just darker on some areas and brighter on some. You have a mishmash of light and dark areas on your model for some reason. We can also check it via top right. Face orientation. Most likely you will see a lot of red and blue. That's why if you import your model, it has a weird texture and stuff. Your model needs to be blue, your entire model needs to be blue. And to make him blue, you will need to select him, go to edit mode again, press A to select everything, press M to merge by distance. As you can see on the bottom, you can see it removed 0 vertices because every single face was connected. Every single edge, every single vertex was connected to each other. But if you import from the internet, it can be that not everything is connected with each other, and it can be weird. So by merging by distance, we can have one connected mesh. And now, if we select everything and we want to recalculate outside with Alt and N, we can open the normals tab and we can recalculate outside. And now if you did that, and your entire model should be blue. And why does blue matter in these models is because blue shows you the front of a face and red shows you the back of a face. So we want the outside of our mesh to be blue because we want to like look at the model, you know, from the outside, not from the inside. If our entire model would be like red, it would look weird, and I can show you like what I mean. I can select everything, Alt N, and then flip it. Now it's all is red. And now if I do like the usual thing, export, GLBF, character, include everything that we need to, and then decompile, our model will look a little bit different, a little bit screwed. You see how the light affects like your model? If our characters aren't entirely red, it will be, the lighting will be flipped on its head. So we're just gonna flip everything and export it again, just to see the difference. Now the lighting is affecting him the right way. The lighting is not flipped. And Shag is also smooth. It's not blocky anymore because we smoothed out the faces. This is how we do it in Jak1. We can change every single model that way. And right now we're gonna do the same thing for Jak2. We are deleting everything inside the scene. We are gonna open goal, and then we're gonna check out the compiler. Rip levels is enabled. We're gonna decompile first. We're gonna import the model of Jak from Jak2. We're gonna import GLTF, get the extracted assets folder, levels, common, and in this game it has a different name. It's not iCharacter load 0, it's Jak2 LOD 0. They changed the name. So we are gonna import Jak2. Where is it? Where's Jak? We go. This is how he looks. Be using the script again. We're gonna open the script. That's in the description. Jak bone prep. Here we go. We are gonna press on the bones because they're aligned like this. It needs to be aligned the other way. Press the bones, shift, press Jak, go to scripts, run the script, go back to layout, check the bones. Now they're aligned like this, which is the correct way. What the hell is this? What just happened? Can I reset the pose, please? Thank you. And I go to pose, clear transform all. Thank you very much. Make him go to his previous size. Now we have his prepped. We can see under poses we have a nice line like we wanted. We're gonna press the bones again like we did in the first one. We're gonna go to edit. We're gonna delete as align. Go back to object mode. And now we're gonna import Shaggy again. Import obj. We're gonna look from the front. We're gonna make him as big as Jak. I'm gonna make him as big like his head over here because Dexter is holding on Jak's head. I'm gonna make it like this big. Move him on the axis like in the middle so his head is aligned. Gonna press on Jak again because we don't need him anymore. We're gonna go to edit. We're gonna select everything. We're gonna delete all the faces with X. I'm gonna press on Shaggy. We're gonna look inside data. We're gonna check UV maps. With Jak, it's the same. Shaggy has no vertex groups. He's ready to be conjoined with Jak2, I guess. We're gonna select Shaggy, Control, select Jak, Control J. Now Shaggy is Jak2 minus LOD with the same vertex groups like before. We don't need every single bone like we said before, we only need like 21 of them. So we gonna press Shaggy, go to edit mode. Gonna enable the X-ray so we can also select the faces behind him. I'm gonna select the faces. We can see the vertex are like somewhat the same name. I'm just gonna start with the hips. I'm selecting the hips. I'm assigning them, hiding them. Now the left thigh. Selecting, assigning, hiding, left knee. I'm gonna select it, assign it, hide it. Then L ankle. Select it, assign it, hide it. L toes. Whoops. L toes. Select it, assign it, hide it. Look from the front again so I don't get disoriented. Right thigh. Select it, assign it, hide it. Same knee, select it, assign it, hide it. Ankle. Select it, assign it, hide it. You know the deal. Right toes. Assign it, hide it. Look from the front. Now we need upper body. Upper body. Select it, assign it, hide it like always. Then we're gonna go to chest area. We see the chest. We are gonna select E chest. Then we are assigning it, hiding it. I'm gonna select this also to the chest because why not? And also this. Now we need the neck A, which is the entire neck. So I'm just gonna play around with over here and selecting everything I need. While it's holding shift, we can add to the selection. Don't forget that. Neck A, assign it, hide it. Oh, I forgot something from the neck. Assign it, hide it. I look from the front again. Now we got neck B, which is the entire head. Select it, assign it, hide it. Now we got the shoulder, so I got the left shoulder. Assign it, hide it. Left arm. Assign it, hide it. Forearm. Assign it, hide it. And left hand, assign it, hide it. Right shoulder. Assign it. Assign it, hide it. Assign it, hide it. And then right and assign it, hide it. So here we go. Alt H to make it visible again. You can go top left, check the texture paint again to see if everything is right. Not texture paint, my bad, weight paint. We can see if everything is right. And as we can see, we did not scoot anything up. The L toes are on his left and the right thigh is on his right. We did everything right. So now, as always, go to Object, go to Custom Properties, make sure Custom Bone Weights is enabled. Select, while it's in Object Mode, select Jak2, Shift Amateur. So you only have the poses, Amateur, Jak2 and Amateur, everything selected. Go to File, Export, GLB, GLTF, go to Include, to Selected, we only want this one exported. And then select Data, Custom Properties, because you want to have the custom bone weights. Now we are gonna do the same thing as in Jak1, Jak2, we're gonna go to Open Game Data folder, my bad. Then go to Custom Assets, go to Jak2 this time, see Merc Replacements, or if you don't see Merc Replacements, create one, go inside. And over here, we need to create the GLB with the same name as in here. So it would be Jak2 minus LOD 0, export it. When it's exported, we can go to OpenGoal, Jak2, and decompile just like in Jak1. We didn't smooth the faces on this one, so it will look kind of blocky like in here. And now we can play in debug mode and see if our boy is in the game. And would you look at that? Shaggy from scratch is in Jak2 now. Ain't that nice? Everything is working. Shaggy is holding the gun. Everything is working correctly. As I said before, Shaggy is blocking this one because we didn't change the smoothness in Blender. In Blender, select him, go to edit mode, select everything, go to faces and shade smooth. And he would be smooth. Select everything again, export, GLB, select Jak2, include everything that we discussed and export it. And in OpenGoal we can decompile again and it will be fine. We can play in debug again. As we can see, he's not blocky anymore. Amazing. It works with every single model in the game. You can use the same tools, the same strats to assign everything. You can also like export models without any bones. For example, if we select like Shaggy again, if you have like a model that you know it's stationary, like the precursor egg or whatever, and for some reason they have bones and you don't really want to use them, you can just select the model and then use custom bone weights. Then you can like export him like on its own without anything else. Shaggy should now be T-posing. So now we got the Shaggy that is T-posing, and you can use this strat to like export it without the amateur to like objects in the game that don't need any bones. Like if you're changing precursor X, or I don't know, if you change like zoomer in Jak1, they don't really need bones to be looking good in the game. So you can use this strat to avoid them being screwed up or something. Okay, so now it's time to mod Jak3. The same rules apply here as well. You do exactly the same thing, except when you want to change Jak's model itself. Because Jak3 is a little bit special and you cannot really change Jak's model itself. We need to do some sort of workaround, and let me show you in game. Let me open the debug features over here with L3 and start. We can go to game, secrets, Jak is Jak2. We cannot change Jak's model itself because it has like some weird properties. You cannot do it right now. There's like a cheat code inside of Jak3 which changes Jak model into Jak2. So now if we enable this, then go back and then reset by def, we will see we have Jak's 2 model. And this model we can change. If we change Jak's normal model, we will just run into issues. So what we're gonna do now is change this model instead and then activate the cheat. And to do that, just make sure under settings, the compiler, we have the rip levels enabled. Don't forget that. And then we can start decompiling. After it finishes decompiling, we can check in the usual place, open extracted assets folder, and we should be able to see under levels all the levels and the same naming scheme, the same structure, the same everything. Under common, we can find Jak's models, and he has a lot of them. This is one of the reasons why we can't really change his main model, which is Jak BC LOD0. They have created a special way of handling Jak's model in this game. So we're gonna change Jak B normal LOD0 instead. Just like we did 2 times already, we can import our model that we just decompiled, Jak normal LOD0, default settings, and we can see our Jak model. This is the model we are switching. Looks exactly the same as Jak2's. And we're gonna do also the exact same thing we did twice already with the scripts. We're gonna open our scripts. Jak bone prep. We're gonna select the bone, shift, select Jak, go to scripting, run the entire thing. Go to layout, we have the same funky stuff that happened in Jak2. We're gonna press the bone, we're gonna go to pose, select everything, go to pose, clear transform all, look from the front, press the big ball in the middle, get his size back, and now we can see under our bones on the right, we can see that now the bones are aligned correctly. Can select the bones, go to edit mode, select align like always, delete the bone, select Jak, go to edit mode, delete all the faces, so that we have like Jak B normal LOD0 with nothing, just the attributes. And now we can import the model. I'm gonna import this one. We have the Shaggy again for the 3rd time. We're gonna make him this big somewhat, align him so that his head is in the middle, and like we did before, we're gonna check if vertex groups are empty, if UV map is called the same as Jak's, and then we select Shaggy, Control select Jak, mouse on the main screen, Control J for joining. We have everything set up. Then we're gonna press on Shaggy again, go edit mode, and now we can align if we press top left to select mode, so that we can select faces and make it X-ray so we can see through and select stuff that's behind him. We can now start applying the same bones that we did before. Like, this is the exact same process, so I'm not gonna bore you. You see it like 2 times. I'm gonna just speed up the recording. So we can check everything. Everything should have some vertex group assigned to it. Yes, everything is checking out. For example, R toes are on the right toes and L toes is on the left toes, left side's on the left, right side's on the right. Perfect. So now if we did everything, we can start exporting. So under object, don't forget, custom properties, use custom bone weights. Go to object mode again, select model, up to amateur on the right. Then export, GLTF, GLB. Find the folder where you need to export it. So how to find it? Go to open game data folder, custom assets, Jak3 because we are in Jak3. Make replacement if you don't have it created. And now we can save it over there. Name is exactly the same as over here on the right. It's Jak3 minus normal minus LOD0. You can include selected object because we only want to include these things, and use custom properties. Make sure you have selected the style that you want to export, and now we can export it. Now we can see it's over here, and if we decompile it again, it should appear in the game. And remember, we can only access the model if we are using the secret inside Jak3, which allows us to use Jak2's model. Don't forget that. So we are gonna press L3 and start. Whilst we are in the debug mode, because we booted in debug mode, we can go to game, secrets, Jak is Jak2. Then square to go back. Then we can go up and press kill target to kill Jak. And now when we respawn, we will see our Shaggy model. Just like that. And just like always, it just works. So now, for example, you want to play an entire game with your model. So what you're gonna do is just start a new game. Make sure to enable this first while still in debug mode. The alternative way of doing that would be to just have beaten Jak3 once and then starting hero mode or something. But now Jak is Jak2 is enabled. And now when the cutscene is over and we go swim, we should be Shaggy. So now, without any upgrades, we can start playing Jak3 with our own model. The mod is working fine. No issues, it just works. So the only thing you need to watch out for when doing it for Jak3 is that you use the Jak minus normal minus LOD0 and then just enable the secret to enable your model. If you have like this things unlocked, then you don't need to go into debug mode. Now you should know how to do it in Jak1, Jak2, Jak3 with every single model. Just do the exact same steps as we did like in Jak1 to like every single model. You can go and check out what's inside the different levels, inside the folders, and just look around, snoop around, and swap the models out, modify them. Yep. See ya.